what I want to do tonight is kind of go through and like really just focus out on a little bit of getting more drivers. I'm sorry, more customers. Like that's important for you guys. We're about to open this thing up, and I want to have a training so that our drivers know how to get customers. I think that that is a point where there's some people that are really good at it. I know, Erica and Mark and Kansas City, Mario, some of the others, really good at getting the customers. What we've got to do is really start spending time with our drivers. And when you get a new driver in, they're your best source of getting new people in. They're your best source of getting those that are interested in getting more driver and more customers. Like that's how we get it. We're not going to go out and spend hundreds of millions of dollars on advertising. Someday down the road, that stuff will come. We've done some things, but I'll tell you, there's nothing that beats sitting down with a driver one on one, talking to them and training them on how to get customers. I saw that it happened in Vegas this weekend. I got into two different cars, and neither one of the drivers knew about getting customers and why it was so important. So, when I teach you tonight about getting customers, this is so you can teach your drivers to get customers. So, REVO rideshare training, we're going to run through this in 15 to 20 minutes because I want to be able to start utilizing these things in small blocks and move on. So, REVO rideshare, our training is getting new riders in any city. So, it's welcome to the growing our rider base. The objective of tonight's training is to learn proven strategies to attract new riders and grow REVO's presence in your city. Topics: understanding your market, engaging with potential riders, promoting REVO's unique selling points, leveraging digital and offline marketing strategies, and tracking and measuring success. So, understanding your market. Like, guys, you're going to want to research your city. Now, I'm not telling you to spend 2 weeks on it, listen that, but like, you're going to want to know where the busiest neighborhoods are. If you're a driver, you already know that. Like, if you're not already a driver and you're wanting to get customers and things of that nature, clients, um, like find out where the busiest places are. Now, common sense would tell us with there's where tourists are, where students are, where people going back and forth to work are. Identify the pain points, the high cost of other ride shares. Like that's a big deal for customers. Like, listen, with the driver, if you get a driver to understand they need to talk to a customer. Now, listen, a lot of drivers don't ever want to speak to a customer at all. But if we can get them to understand the pain points of where they're at, that's going to help them get other companies, other clients. So when you get with the driver or you get with the customer, your goal is to get them to understand that they're paying more with these other companies. When driver pricing comes out this next week, do you understand we can beat every single price that Uber ever puts out? I mean, ever puts out. Because if you sit down with the customer and you got them to understand, like, hey, go look at what you're going to get on Uber and go do it with us, I can beat that price. How many have ever seen people build a massive $1 billion business off of beating others on the price? Now, that's not all we have. Like, there's limited transportation options a lot of times with Uber, Lyft. You don't have a driver on call. You don't have someone that has a favorite driver. Those are things that we have that they don't. They don't have driver pricing. They don't have any of the things that we have. So just selling on price alone is never going to get you where you want. But if you start understanding it, like, listen, I'm building a relationship with you. You're my customer. Like, you're my client. You're not REVO's client anymore. You're my client as a driver. Like, I'm here to service you and to help you and to do whatever I possibly can to make your life easier. So find out where there's specific times or areas with high demand. These are just simple things, but you can start utilizing these. When you get a new driver in, we can make this available and you can teach them this exact thing I'm talking. Instead of me being out there teaching this once a week or every twice a week, or you having to run on a video, what if you got a new driver in and you said, hey, listen, let's go through your driver training. Let's go out and let me teach you how to get customers and why you need to do it. Now, engaging with potential riders. You're going to want to have a community presence. Like, get out, attend local events, distribute flyers wherever you possibly can. Partner with different businesses. We're going to have a way that a driver can put their own code in there, make up their own code. We're working on that right now. So that if you get with the community event and you say, hey, what, we got 10 drivers, we'll take care of your event. We'll give them a 10% off discount coupon for doing this. What about with businesses? What about with businesses that have people that, like the Marriott here on Singer Island? I just saw a bunch of people come to an event where I was at, and they were in Ubers and Lyft. What if I partnered with the Marriott and said, hey, every client that you have come in here, or one of your people that work here, we'll give them a discount just for being a partner of Marriott or working for Marriott. Personal connections. Encourage drivers to share their referral codes. Like dealing with the two gentlemen that I deal with, they didn't, it's not that they wouldn't have done it. They didn't know about doing it. Somebody just, all they did was they said, listen, sign up, download this app. You're going to get rich. I'm going to do more rides. That their whole goal was just to sign somebody up. That's not how this works, guys. And if that's the way you're going to do it, please don't work with us. Or wait 6 months to a year down the road when all these rides are coming in and we don't need you to help us build it. Because if all you're going to do is get someone in, sign them up, and then throw them out there, why? Why even be a part of it? Because they're not going to do anything. You're wasting your paper, you're wasting your breath, and you're wasting your time. So I'm going to become more aggressive this year and teaching people the right way to do them. And you know why I know the right way to do them? Because I watch the people that are doing it. I know what Erica and Mark are doing. They're talking to their customers. They're making personal contacts. I know the same thing with Mario. I know with Adonis. I've talked to the people that are out there doing it. This isn't just coming from my head. I knew that's how it worked, but watching them do it and being successful is so much better than somebody going, I'm just going to put out a flyer. Now, do you need to have flyers with your QR code? I saw guys in Vegas with them on the back of their seats. All that stuff is so good. Absolutely. But what I'm telling you is we need to get laser focused and have a system of doing this, and stuff like I'm showing you tonight is what we're going to do it. Talk to friends, family, and acquaintances about Revo. I know that sounds very simple, but a lot of times when you tell people, why would anybody that's doing a ride for Uber ever go talk to their family about Uber, except to say, this is what I'm doing? Now, there's a reason to talk about Revo, and that's exactly what we want you to do is bring it up to them, go through this, encourage drivers to share their referral codes, talk to friends, family, and acquaintances about Revo. After tonight, I expect to see a spike because I expect some of you to really get it. And the ones that are getting it, like Mark and Erica, Mario, Adonis, I know Darius, I know Isaac, I met with some of the guys out in Vegas. You guys are doing these things now. And now it's going from, we need to do it from you guys doing it to doing it with more people. Sorry, I went too far. Promoting Revo's unique selling points, cost savings. Riders save between, say, 5 to 10% compared to their competitors. And guess what? With our drivers doing driver pricing, some of our drivers are going to want to be so competitive and take the business away from the other guys. They're going to make it 20% and build that business up and build it so that these customers understand, hey, you know what? I'm going to save you 15 to 20%, but I'm going to make it up on the tips. I'm going to make it up from my customers being happy and satisfied and having built a relationship with me doing this over and over and over. Highlight transparent pricing and driver controlled pricing. Show people, like, we don't have anything to hide. You think Uber's going to come out and tell you how their algorithm works? You think Lyft is going to come out and show you guys this is what we do? Absolutely not. We are. Driver satisfaction. Happy drivers lead to better service. Guys, we need stories of how Revo empowers drivers. I need some of you to get videos. I don't care if it's 30 seconds, 10 seconds, and just say, hey, listen, I've been driving for Uber for this long. I've been driving for this Lyft for this long, and come up with a good story. You can say, hey, listen, I'm on track this month to do over 30 rides. I'm on track to get 50 people. I already had this many people. I need those videos. I need those written testimonials, because now that's what's going to get us going where we're going. You know, when things aren't going good, you have 5,000 people that'll tell you how bad it is. When things are going great, you don't have anybody talk about it. They're just like, oh. So for us to grow, utilize testimonials from each other. Local focus. Emphasize Revo's commitment to community and personalized service. It's not just about us being a company. We're going to be a global company on a local scale. And if you don't know what that means, is we're going to be a huge name around the world, but we're going to be known for doing the right thing. We're going to be known for helping people, and we're going to be known for being a successful company based on Revo's commitment to community and personalized service. Leverage digital marketing. You can do, listen, some of you are going to be great at this, some of you aren't. I've given you some things. I mean, like now site. I think that's a great place if you want to start creating your own things. Social media campaigns, platforms, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. We're gonna post. We give me these stuff. We'll make it up. We'll make them nice. We'll send them out for you. Post rider testimonials and promotions. Use hashtags like hashtag Revo Ride Revo or hashtag Revo Your Ride. Referral programs. You're going to want to offer incentives for current riders to bring in friends. What if you had the ability to tell one of your clients, if you bring me 3 customers and they sign up, even if you don't want to have anything to do with it, I'll give you a free ride. I'll give you a discount. Like you're going to be in charge of doing those things. Online ads. You can run city specific ads targeting key demographics. If you don't know how to do it, find someone who does. There's people that know how to do this directly in your area. Offline marketing strategies, promotional materials, distribute business cards, stickers, and branded merchandise. Community partnerships, collaborate with gyms, schools, and restaurants for cross promotions. I want some of you to start going, man, I'm not just a driver, I'm a marketer. Because if you don't change a little bit, and if you're not one, go find one. Go find someone who's good at those things. Driver advocacy. Encourage drivers to share their experience with riders and promote Revo. The biggest thing we need is for people to open their mouths. So you're also going to want to track and measure your success. There's key metrics, number of new signups. Watch yourself. Like, listen, if you know that you haven't signed anybody up or got a new client in the last few days, go find someone to do it. Go, listen, I got to get out. I mean, I look at our numbers. I watch where we're going. If we're not growing and we're not doing new things, guess what? I go out and I went to recruiting. I'm going back into that mode, guys. Number of new sign and track it yourself. You have the ability to referral code usage. That might not be available for you yet, but we'll get that. Rider retention rates. How many riders have done over and over and over and over. I guarantee I could probably sit down with Erica and Mark and find out how many of their drivers or the riders over and over and over. Iterate and improve. Adjust your strategies based on your results. It's funny because I hear people say the term all the time, practice makes permanent. How many have ever heard that, right? Practice makes permanent. I'm sorry, practice makes perfect is what people say. I say it the way I say it. Practice doesn't make perfect. Practice makes permanent. If you practice it wrong and you're doing it wrong and you keep going, I'm going down this path and it's not working, you got to change it. Life is all about changing, tweaking, and doing different things. So I'm telling you, these are important things for us to do. We're going to wrap up here. I told you I was going to do 15 minutes. I'm going to try to get laser focused this year in doing short trainings, getting you the information, getting it out there for people. Now, your action plan. Identify 3 of these strategies tonight that you can implement immediately. I hope when you do these calls, you take notes. I hope you're paying attention. I hope you're writing things down. Now, you're going to want to schedule a follow-up to review your progress. And what I would also tell you is find a buddy, find somebody in the company who works with you that that you can hold each other accountable and work together. I know they're doing a lot of buddy stuff out in Las Vegas. One's getting rides while the other's doing the rides. I mean, I know Adonis is one of those team players, man. I was in the car with what's his face here, Hunter. I was in a car with Darius, and Darius said, "Hey, sorry, I'm missing the one side of this, and I don't have any of my cards." He goes, "Because Adonis has taken them." And guess what? Adonis is a team player. He's building Revo. He's not just building his own team. He's building Revo. And like, if he got these people in, they signed up and they went under Darius, guess what? Adonis didn't care because he's building Revo. And that's the kind of people that we're looking for. So if you have questions, we're not going to open the floor for questions tonight, but we will do some question and answer going through. But what I need is for some excitement, momentum. Start building these calls. Start getting more people on them. Start like telling your stories. And if I don't get any videos and don't get any stories, that's okay. I'll go find some other people to do it. So listen, guys, I thank you for being a part of the Revo family. Together, we are truly going to revolutionize rideshare. We're working every single day. James is working. I'm actually going to meet with him right now to talk about some of the stuff that's going on with our pricing and get that done. I mean, I'm excited about where we are. We're on the 7th day of January. I hope all of you are getting after it. Challenge, share your unique Revo story. I'm not going to go through all these things, but every rider, every customer, everyone makes a difference with what we're doing. And I want you to know how much I appreciate you. I want you to know how much we are growing on a daily basis. And I want you to know that you're going to be a big part of it. But I said it today on a call, without all the knowledge in the world without action still seems as ignorance, you know? So please get out there, get after it, talk to as many people as you can. We're going to be doing more overviews. I appreciate each and every one of you, and we will talk to you soon. Thanks, guys, and have a great night.